Hi, my name is Bob Hassan. Welcome back to the Consulting with Bob series. Today we're going to talk about finances, and I'm answering a question that was sent in. What do we do with our income? Which is a great question. I obviously, as believers, we've been taught to tithe 10%. And so many people have the choice to tithe 10% off the top or 10% after taxes. I'm not going to make a comment on that. But what I am going to say is generosity is a huge part of we as believers, how we steward our income. I'm, for the sake of this question, assuming that the person has a job and is making income and is trying to get to a place to grow their net worth. So for me, setting a budget is always the best thing. Now, don't freak out when I say that word. It's not a four-letter word. Budget is actually freedom. And when we take the time to fiercely look at any area of our life, including our finances, and put down on a spreadsheet or an app or a piece of paper how much money that we're bringing in and what our typical monthly expenses are, it gives us a good guide of recognizing how we're spending our income. For example, if we're buying 3 Starbucks a day, we're spending $15 a day, and if you do that 30 days a year, that's $450 off your budget. I'm using that as an example, not to say don't get coffee, but you might be surprised as you start to track your expenses during the month. One of the things that my wife and I like to do is have a annual budget meeting where we go over what our income and expenses are, and it gives us freedom to recognize that we can either give more or save more. Saving is a huge plan for younger couples, young people, and people no matter what area of life they're in, to concentrate and or focus on building a legacy for themselves and for their family. So a great resource on this is Chris Vallison's new book, Poverty, Riches, and Wealth, that you can find anywhere. Obviously, Business of Honor talks about stewardship also, but I think that if you take some time to pray and meditate on this, you might find that God wants to open you in some freedom towards your personal finance. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope this is encouraging to you, and I want to tell you that if you face these things courageously, you'll be really happy with the results. You can find more information on bobhassan.com or on social media. Thanks very much, and see you soon.